the imperatives of Psalm 119. Find out more about them on today's edition of Liberty at Home. Hello, friends, and welcome back to the latest episode of Liberty at Home here on ECAT in Northeaston Village, Northeaston, Massachusetts. I'm Adam Rivera, and I'm the pastor of Liberty Baptist Church located at 800 Washington Street right here in Easton. On today's edition, we're resuming our look at Psalm 119, section by section, by looking at verses 33 through 40. You'll notice the section is titled He, for the fifth letter in the Hebrew alphabet. Well, let's get right to it. So follow along with me, starting in verse number 33. Teach me, O Lord, the way of thy statutes, and I shall keep it unto the end. Give me understanding, and I shall keep thy law. Yea, I shall observe it with my whole heart. Make me to go into the path of thy commandments, for therein do I delight. Incline my heart unto thy testimonies, and not to covetousness. Turn away mine eyes from beholding vanity, and quicken thou me in the way. Establish thy word unto thy servant, who is devoted to thy fear. Turn away my reproach, which I fear, for thy judgments are good. Behold, I have longed after thy precepts. Quicken me in thy righteousness. Before our family came to Easton in 2013, we served at Westgate Baptist Church in my hometown of Tampa, Florida. Among my many responsibilities as a staff member at Westgate was my role as an English teacher in the Christian school. Well, I'll admit, my diagramming skills are a bit rusty, and I may have trouble with prepositions, participles, and punctuation. I would admit to you that as soon as I read this section, there's something that immediately sticks out to me as a former English teacher. Did you notice all the imperatives in this section? Each of the 8 verses in this text are imperative sentences, meaning they are commands or requests that are given. And while you'll find several of these types of verses all throughout Psalm 119, nowhere else do we see an entire section filled with them like we do right here in verses 33 through 40. With so many of these types of verses placed together consecutively, I want to make a stop and question not only what it means, but what it means to us specifically. So let's look at that section again. Verse number 33 says, teach me. Verse 34, give me. 35, make me. 36, incline my heart. 37, turn away mine eyes. 38, establish thy word unto thy servant. 39, turn away my reproach. And verse number 40, the second phrase says, quicken me in thy righteousness. Did you see them this time? In each verse, the psalmist is pleading with God to do a work in his life through each imperative sentence. He's almost begging the Lord, teach me, give me, make me, and on it goes. If I could summarize these verses in one succinct way, it would be this. The psalmist wants the word of the Lord to have an impact in his life. Think about it. Why should a person study the Bible in the first place? Over the years, I've noticed that people study the Word of God with many different motives. For some, it's an oddity that they want to pass a glancing look at. For others, it's simply a puzzle, a brain teaser that they want to try to put together piece by piece so that they feel superior to others. Some even try to tear it apart in a desperate effort to debunk it, like that hasn't already been attempted by others for the past couple millennia. But look at the psalmist. He wants the Word to be real in his life. As we read the Bible, it's important that we ask the Lord to make specific application in our life. Lord, show us where we have sinned. Father, teach us where we need to understand more. God, prod us in areas where we need to better live out our faith. Reading the Bible isn't a contest to see who can read it the fastest or who can read it the most. No, really, it's a lifelong pursuit that should make us live more like Christ. And really, that's what this section is all about, making the Word real in our daily lives. James 1:22 says it best, but be ye doers of the Word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. Let's be doers of the Word. After all, the Bible isn't just a textbook, it's really a life book. Well, as always, I'm thankful that you've joined me for another edition of Liberty at Home. We broadcast every Sunday on ECAT, at 9 a.m. And you can also find each episode on YouTube by searching for Easton Community Access Television. In the meantime, I hope you stop by and visit us sometime at Liberty Baptist Church, maybe even this coming week. We meet every Sunday and Wednesday at 800 Washington Street, Route 138, right here in Easton. You can learn more about us on our website at mylibertybaptist.org or just look us up on Facebook. Until next time, don't forget that where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. Well, I'm Pastor Adam Rivera, and we'll see you next week right here on Liberty at Home.